All right, well, welcome back. If you missed this story, listen up. Scathing accusations against the biggest utility company in the state of California. The Wall Street Journal is reporting that PG&E knew for years that its power lines could fail and spark fires, but did not take the necessary steps to repair them. One of PG&E's failed lines is blamed for starting that huge fire in Northern California last November that killed 85 people and completely destroyed the entire town of Paradise. The utility company says it disagrees with the report's conclusions. One of the reporters, the dogged reporters who broke this story for the Journal, joins me live. Good morning to you. Catherine Blunt is with me. Good on you for getting these documents through a Freedom of Information Act request. What do they tell us about over 18,000 miles of power lines that PG&E operated?
Sure. Well, first of all, the transmission line that failed in November and sparked the Camp Fire is incredibly old, and it shines light on just how old a lot of this infrastructure is. This is a line that was built in 1921 to carry power from the Sierra Nevada range to San Francisco, and I mean, these towers are a century old. That's one thing, and it also showed the extent of the age of the overall system that it was a part of. I mean, the entire system is that old. And we also received other documents as well through a few other means that show that the company had been trying for a number of years to get a handle on the extent to which its system was aging. And right. It's not just this system, it's this particular system that I referred to. It is right. A substantial amount of the company's infrastructure.
I mean, you write about some of these towers, right, that are 108 years old, when at 60 or 65 right. they have to be replaced. So 4 decades of going on in dangerous conditions. One of the things that struck me is you write, PG&E, quote, knew that 49 of the steel towers that carry the electric lines that failed needed to be replaced entirely, but that they ranked improvements to their transmission lines as low risk and spent billions of dollars instead on other projects like substation upgrades. I mean, right. I guess the fundamental question is why? Did they truly think right. nothing like this would ever happen?
Right, and I mean that's a question that we're still trying to get at as to why exactly a lot of these projects had been delayed. Let's just go back to the line that started the Camp Fire. We actually first reported in February that the company had delayed necessary upgrades to this project. We ended up getting these documents by asking federal forest managers to share with us the correspondence they'd had with the company as the company was saying that it needed to upgrade these lines. And you know, in this correspondence, they say very clearly, we need to replace 49 towers because of age. We need to replace conductor and hardware because of age and integrity. Right. And you know, it is difficult at times to permit in these forests, and so that could be a cause for this particular right. delay. But I mean, they first proposed this work in 2013, wow. and this isn't the only project of this nature that yep. they continued to delay. 6
years ago. Before you go, Catherine, obviously you report out here how it appears regulators totally dropped the ball on holding PG&E accountable and making them do these repairs as well. A federal judge yesterday ruled that PG&E has to paragraph by paragraph, that is the judge's wording, reply to your reporting. What does that feel like?
Judge Alsop is a really fascinating person. He's extremely frank and colloquial. He's been overseeing the company's federal probation after a 2010 pipeline explosion south of San Francisco. And what he's tasked with is essentially trying to ensure that the company is a good corporate actor going forward and doesn't commit any more crimes. And so to probe this in this way is going to be very interesting. I'm certainly curious to how the company responds. We have, of course, given them the chance to respond to our reporting before we published, and they didn't dispute our conclusions. So we'll see what they file.
So you have not heard yet, but you do expect to get more answers from PG&E because of what this judge has called for?
They have to. They have to file a public statement in court, and
okay.
and we'll see how they answer these. We'll see how they answer.
All right. Well, again, this is a fire that cost 85 American lives. Thank you very much, Catherine Blunt, for your important reporting. We appreciate it.
Thank you so much for having me. I appreciate it.
Of course. Thanks.